it's like I'm on some different stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they talking about this the year of exposure, right? I'm exposing me. You know what I mean? You know, like that song King Von got, ain't no exposing me. Yeah, I'm exposing me. You can't expose me. Ain't nothing to expose. When the facts is out there, when the truth is being put out there, you feel me? Facts prove the case. The time to be transparent and tell my story. Like the internet, you got people talking about everybody, celebrities, this person, that person. I'm gonna talk about people too. But before I start talking about people, I gotta talk about myself. You feel me? I'm trying to get straight to the point. I ain't trying to make no long story. I'm trying to make a long story short. You feel me? Man, I was young, dumb, full of cum, you know, young nigga, 80s baby. Ain't think he was gonna make it past 25. So I wanted to make a baby. You know? When I made that baby, that was definitely a life-changing experience, you know? It was definitely a life-changing experience. And it changed my life. I don't regret nothing. I don't live with no regrets. You know, it was a life-changing experience for the better. You know, because if I wouldn't have had a child at the time I did, only Lord knows where I would be, what I would be doing. You know, so I believe it was a good life-changing experience, you know. But I definitely thank God for it. Let me say that first and foremost. I thank God for it, you know. But I believe, and this is a message. This is a message to all the YNs, all the OGs, a message to all my men, boys, all my males. It's a message. Please think twice, maybe even 3 times before you bring a seed into this world, man. It's a big responsibility. Make sure you know your mate, your spouse, the mother of that child. Make sure you know her for real, for real. You know, that's where I made my mistake. And sometimes you think you know people, but you really don't. People put the mask on, you know, mask on, mask off, you know. So definitely make sure you choose the right female, you know. Hopefully you'll follow, you know what I mean, get married. I should have got married. I wanted to get married. I should have got married first before I had children. That's the right thing to do, you know, instead of having kids out of wedlock, you know. But I think I should have, you know, thought about it a little bit more. But like I said, I don't live with no regrets. So bam, it's the story of my life, you know. The beginning of a new life. You know what I mean? August 18th, 2001. King was born. You know? A prince was born, should I say. And changed my life, man. There's a lot of lessons in this right here. You know, there's a lot of lessons in this story right here, man. Like, I learned a lot of lessons. There's a lot of lessons people could learn. That's why I felt like I needed to share it, you know? And it's my life. I ain't got to say allegedly. I ain't got just straight facts. No cap, you know? And August 18th, 2001. Going back to 2000. Probably 99, 2000, I met a female. You know, I met a female. I shouldn't even have met this female though. But being promiscuous, young, dumb, full of cum, you know? And then this the whole thing right here, being a young nigga, being a YN. Whole time, me and my cousin pop out on me. Pull up in his Jeep, whoop whoop. We out, we coolin'. We on our way to the gas station, get some blunts, whatever. On the way to the gas station, we see two females. He hollered at one of the females, I hollered at one of the females. Never seen them before, didn't know who they was. Get back in the hood, find out one of the females live in the hood. Okay. The female that lived in the hood, my cousin had hollered at her. I hollered at our homegirl, she ain't living in the hood. So, a couple days go past, probably a week or so. I keep saying shorty in the hood. I hit my cousin up, he ain't press up on her or nothing. You know what I mean? He wasn't nothing serious. So I press up on him. And that right there should have told me though. She wasn't the one, straight like that, because, like I said, I hollered at our homegirl. My cousin hollered at her, but she in the hood. I live in the hood, my cousin don't. Our homegirl don't live in the hood. So I'm saying that every day. So eventually I press up on her, hey, what's up? Like I said, my cousin ain't paying no mind, it wasn't nothing serious. That was just a move, you feel me? But, trees. But so I press up on him, you know, we get to talking, you know. It keep going, we get to talking, we messing around now, you know what I mean? We get to messing around heavy. So, you know, taking it a little serious. But I should have learned. She wasn't the one because she wasn't supposed to give me no rec at all. It's a violation. I hollered at our homegirl, even though me and our homegirl ain't had no relations. I probably ain't never even called the homegirl. We probably never even talked for real after that. But the fact is, I hollered at your homegirl. My cousin hollered at you. So bang. I should have never did that. But I did. My fault. I ain't blaming nobody for nothing but me. You know, I ain't blaming nobody for nothing. So, you know, like I said, we get serious. A couple months go by. We get to talking serious. So we plan on having a baby. You know, we planned on having a baby. Wasn't no mistake, wasn't no accident, wasn't no one night stand. None of that. Wasn't no beat, ski, retreat, wasn't no hit it and quit it. None of that. We planned to have a baby. So planning to have this baby, we had to make some other plans. We had to plan to get our education straight. I ain't had no high school diploma. She ain't had no high school diploma. So the plan was to go to Job Corps, get our high school diploma. We ready to bring a baby into the world. We planning to have this baby, so we gotta get our mind right. You know? So bang. I go down there, sign up for the Job Corps, bit, get her signed up, bang. We just found out she was pregnant. You feel me? Just found out she was pregnant. I'm leaving. We supposed to leave for Job Corps like probably a week later after we found out she was pregnant. So I had a whole plan. Like, all right, bang. If I go to Job Corps, we should be able to be out before you had this baby. You feel me? That's the whole plan. Go to Job Corps, get our mind right, come out before you had a baby, we straight. Get some employment through Job Corps, should set us up with some employment, we working, We could raise this baby. You know what I mean? Get some housing, whatever. Everything, etc., etc. So bang. I already got one red flag. I hollered at your homegirl, but you still gave me some rap. I ain't some coochie. You feel me? One first red flag. Second red flag, it's time to go to Job Corps. We at the train station, bags packed, ready to go. Time to go to Job Corps. Bang. She breaks down, start crying. Talking about, no, I don't want to go, I'm scared. I'm gonna miss my mother, I ain't gonna have my mother, I'm pregnant, this, that, and third. I'm like, bam, we get to come home, all that, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's only for a couple months, like, we gonna be together. You gonna be with me though, like, you know what I mean? Like, understand your family gonna be here, my family gonna be here too. We gonna be together, we supposed to be thugging this out together. She like, nah, start crying, I can't do it. Call her peoples. Tell her people she don't wanna go at the train station. I don't let that stop me. I'm like, all right, bet. Go ahead, that's your decision. Make your decision. Go back home, do what you do. I'm going to Job Corps. Went to Job Corps. Got my license, got a trade, and got my high school diploma. All before she had the baby. Stuck to the plan. Thank God for that, you know? Went according to plan. Came out in 8 months before the baby was even born. And I didn't even know, like, nothing about Job Corps until that situation. But if I'd have knew about Job Corps before that, I'd have probably went to Job Corps. I probably wouldn't even have had no child. I'd have went to Job Corps and I'd have stayed in there. I'd have stayed in there until I maxed out, man. You maxed out at like 24 or something like that. I was, what, 18, 19? So, bang, 8 months. Get out of Job Corps. Came back home. Bang. About a month or so, like I say, bang, baby being born. I'm speeding the process up. I don't want to take too long. Baby born. Bam. Now, baby being born, she probably noticed. We had some friction. You know what I mean? That's why I say I'm leaving some stuff out. We had a little bit of friction, but for the most part, it was cool up until the point the baby was born. I'm going to doctor's visits. I'm going to prenatal kids or whatever, making sure you're taking prenatal kids, making sure you ain't smoking. Whole time I'm in Job Corps, though, I can't really pay attention to all that. You know what I mean? So you probably was smoking, drinking, doing a little bit, but I'm making sure you ain't smoking, you ain't drinking, making sure you ain't drinking no soda, doing whatever the doctor say do, I'm making sure it's done. I'm there at every doctor's visit. What's going on? Sonograms, all that. Unless I was in Job Corps, whatever the case was. So bang, baby being born. She probably noticed that as soon as that baby was born, my attention is on that baby, man. I followed that baby everywhere. To the incubator, to the baby warmer. I'm seeing what they needles they putting in the baby. I'm asking questions. What you putting in that baby? I'm on it. I'm on it. You feel me? Concerned dad. I'm on it. I want to know everything was going on. I ain't leave that baby ain't leave my eyesight. When that baby came out that coochie, that baby ain't leave my eyesight. You feel me? She probably noticed that. Like, he ain't paid me no mind after that baby came out. He went straight to the baby. My bad. This is a new experience to me. I know you. We know each other. I don't know the baby. I'm trying to get to know the baby. I'm talking about I'm reading to the baby while the baby in the stomach, all that. Communicating with the baby while the baby's still in the womb. Communicating with the baby. Tap, tap. Hey, baby, what's going on? Reading the baby stories. Talking to the baby. Baby know who I'm at as soon as he come out. Yeah, looking at him. Amazed. Newborn baby. We gonna speed it up. Man, as soon as that baby was born, it's like the energy straight shifted on both ends. You feel me? Like I said, I'm concerned about this baby. You know, I need to tend to this baby. I'm a father. That's what I need to do. My responsibility, take care of this baby. So, you know, her energy shift changes the way as though it's like, dang, got this nigga now. You feel me? Got this nigga now. But so it's like, even if it wasn't that, I could feel the energy shift. So it's like, bang, speed through it. Had some friction, ups and downs and all around, you know. She messing around, whatever. We split up, get separated. Baby getting older, I'm there though. I'm there. 1, 2, 3, I'm there. Seeing the baby first steps, watching that baby walk, helping that baby talk, feeding that baby, changing that baby, getting up in the middle of the night, walking with that baby, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Even when we separated, she messing around with other dudes. I'm still coming through, trying to spend time with my baby, to the fact that, and I already know, like, her brother can attest to this, you know what I mean? Leave it in the comments if you know what's up, you feel me? But her brother can attest to this, the way as though one day she had a dude at our crib. I came over just to see my son, you feel me? Spend some time with my son. I don't care about you and your dude. Her and her dude upstairs, they doing whatever they doing. I'm downstairs with my son. Her brother come in the house. Her brother come in the house, go upstairs, you know what I mean? You do whatever he doing. Realize she got another dude in there. Straight flip out on him. Beep, what? You disrespectful, you got another dude in here? Why your baby father in here? Like I said, I ain't care, we ain't together. Just don't trip when I got a chick around. You feel me? Don't trip when I got a chick around. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping, I'm spending time with my son. You feel me? Man, he drag it downstairs, push the nigga down the steps, bring the nigga down the steps. We get the whatever. Nigga like me, I see brother active, I'm like, okay, it's a green light? Yeah. Now it's a green light. I wasn't gonna be disrespectful, you know what I mean? And at y'all residence, you feel? Because I ain't no disrespectful nigga. I'm coming to see my kid. He don't need to see none of that. Man, brother took the nigga out back. Take the nigga outside, back door wide open. You feel me? Yeah, I'm on it. I got a Bitly on me and all that. Like, yeah, we wanna put the nigga in the trunk. What you wanna do with it? Brother like, nah, we don't need to do all that. Oh, all right. Just make it known that, yeah, ain't none of that going on. So, bang. Like I said, anytime a female bro step up for a nigga, you know what I mean, that got his sister pregnant, like, you know the nigga must be doing right. Salute to our brother. You know what I mean? Long live one of our brothers, that was my man. I fucked with y'all. You know what I mean? I used to call yo every time shit get a little rocky, shit get a little shaky, I call yo big bro. This the big bro, I mean, long live big bro. I call yo, you know what I mean, here, get shit in order here, you know what I mean, talk to me, hit up, you know what I mean, try to smooth shit out. But yeah, man, so it was a lot of friction. We break up to make up, whatever, baby. 1, 2, 3, I'm there. 4, 5, 6, I'm there. Take the baby to school, pick the baby up from school, you know what I mean, or the child, whatever, pick my son up from school, taking him to school, you know. And it's crazy. They like, I ain't say the child, the baby, I ain't saying no names, I ain't name calling. So I got, you know what I mean, you gotta read in between the lines, you feel? Yeah, picking my son up from school, going to the school, checking on him, making sure everything good, you feel me? Involved. I'm involved, I'm there, I'm on deck, you feel me? Family can't do nothing but respect me. I'm on deck since day one. I'm there, doing what a father supposed to do. You know what I mean? Baby shower, all that. People's bought the first crib we ever slept in. Yeah, all that. I'm there. Shoes, clothes, whatever. I don't care if I'm out of town. If I'm out of town, I hit the homie. Long live the homie. Yo, baby needs some pampers. Take care of that for me. I got you when I touch down. Bang, no problem. Homie, make sure baby got them pampers. You feel me? Doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Man, shit just end up going all the way left. You feel me? Now, my son at the time, he like 8, 9. Now, I skipped some stuff, like I said. At 2, 3, I skipped some stuff. We had another daughter. You know what I'm saying? We had another child. We had a daughter. You feel me? Like I said, it was makeups to breakups. It was getting rocky. We get back together, whatever. So, the son and the daughter, they 2 years apart. You feel me? Bang. So, the story, I don't want to make it long, so, you know what I mean? I'll go back over it, you know what I mean, in due time. But just getting to the basics. Son and the daughter at this point. Like I say, son, 8, 9, daughter about 6, 7, you know, something like that. I could be off. It's been about 22, 23 years, you feel me? But, so bam. Like I said, we make up the breakup, shit get rocky. I'm working 12-hour shifts, 5:30 to 5:30. I'm working at a bakery, 12-hour shifts, you feel me? Doing my dizzy, you feel me? Get paid every week, bring that money home, paying all the bills. Baby mama, she ain't gotta pay no bills, she ain't gotta do nothing for real. She ain't gotta pay no bills, she ain't gotta clean up, she ain't gotta take care of the kids. I'm doing all that. So she decided she wanted, you know what I mean, step out. When she stepped back in pregnant. You feel me? Oh man, yeah, she stepped back in pregnant. So it's like, okay, you know, it's rocky. We ain't together, but really, you went and got pregnant? So at this point, when I found out she was pregnant, I think we was trying to like on a makeup tip, you know. We probably had to break up, so we on a makeup tip. So I finds out she pregnant. What a real nigga do? A real nigga goes with her to Planned Parenthood. She decided she wanted to get an abortion. I'll support that. Alright, you made a mistake. Alright, I forgive you. We're gonna get back together. We're gonna work it out. Set aside the Planned Parenthood. She went and got the abortion. Whatever. We moving on. Bang. I don't know how long it was. Probably a couple months. Yeah, whatever. Make up to break up was rocky. Most of the time though, you know, we will make up. You know, hey, evidently we must love each other. We done had 2 kids together. You know, I don't know what it is. You know, I love you. You might not love me. I don't know. You know, but we got 2 kids together. Time goes by. She come home pregnant again. I'm like, damn. Come home pregnant again. Alright. It's all on you. Like my man BG Volume 1 and Volume 2, it's all on you. I ain't telling you get no abortions. I ain't telling you to have it. I ain't got nothing to do with this. The second time you came home pregnant, what you gonna do? She decided to get an abortion. Alright, that's what you wanna do, that's what you wanna do. Do what you do. You know? And of course, y'all like, why you know it wasn't yours? We was in between. I'm working 12-hour shifts. I'm working 12 hours a day. What you think I'm doing with the other 12? I gotta eat, sleep, I gotta commute. I ain't had no car. I was catching 2 buses in the light rail, back and forth to work. What you think, that's like an hour, 2, maybe 3-hour commute sometimes? Yeah. So she staying down at her mother's house, whatever. She claims she's staying down at her mother's house, so it's closer to the kids' school, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm naive, call me naive. Or say I just don't give a F, you know? But yeah, second time, come home pregnant, she decided to get an abortion. Alright, back, go ahead. At this point, I'm like, dang, I still gotta be here to take care of my kids. You feel me? Regardless of whatever she's doing, I gotta be here to take care of my kids. Some more time will pass. Bit. I don't know how long. Y'all know what I'm ready to say? What I'm ready to say? Say it for me. You right. I should have said $100 to the first person in the comments who know what I'm about to say. Yes. Body. We ain't name problem. She come home pregnant again. 1, 2, 3. She come home pregnant again. 3 times. It's the 3rd time you came home pregnant. I'm done. Whatever. She decided to have this one. She had a baby. Come to find out, baby father locked up. Alright. So now I understand what's going on. Baby father come home, get you pregnant. Go back to jail. Now baby father in jail, she had a baby. I'm feeding this baby. I'm changing this baby. Baby getting to know me. Baby see and hear my kids running around talking about daddy, daddy, daddy. My kids, like I said, they about 8, 9. My son about 8, 9. My daughter probably about 6, 7, something like that. I could be off a little bit. But you know, cause this stuff I try to forget. That's why I'm telling my story, try to get this off my chest, you feel me? Try to get it off. There's a lot of weight on my shoulders, gotta get it off, you feel me? But so she has the baby. Dude locked up. I'm helping take care of the baby. Baby live in the household. I'm helping take care of the baby. Christmas come around. My kids get gifts. That child get gifts. Birthdays come around. Child get gifts from my family. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So treat the child like mom. It just came to a point where as though the baby start trying to call me daddy, you know, their first words is dad. They ain't trying to call you daddy, but it's dad. It's their first syllables. You know what I mean? They pronunciation dad. So with me, I'm thinking all I hear is dad. You know, she could have been saying da or doo or whatever. All I heard is dad. I'm like, man, that did something to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not dad. Like, and you know, I tried to stay as long as I could for the benefit of my children. What's in the best interest of them children was more important than drama. I want about no drama. I'm just trying to be in my kids' life, raise my kids. But at that point, 3 children in from another dude, I couldn't take it no more. Got real rocky. I knew she could tell, you know, love was lost. You know, I felt betrayal. You betrayed me, whether we together or not. You went out and had another kid. I ain't go out and had no kids. I ain't go get no females pregnant. I ain't had no more babies. You know? So, now not to say that, you know, doing them makeups and breakups, I ain't mess around, because I did. You know what I mean? If we split up, we split up. If we ain't together, we ain't together. You gonna do you, I'm gonna do me. You know? So we gonna leave that where it's at. But so I just couldn't do it no more, man. But I knew the minute I left the relationship, I was leaving my kids also. You know? And like I said, there's lessons in this to all men, to all fathers, to all males. Man, go downtown and get your parental rights, man. If your baby mother, if that female is 100% with you on your team, loyal, and she love you, she ain't gonna have nothing to do. She ain't gonna have nothing to say. She gonna help the process. She gonna go down there with you and help the process, help you get parental custody. But she gotta get it too. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mentioned, you ain't never heard me mention no DNA test. Man, please get that DNA test. Please get that blood test. I made the mistake. I ain't never get no DNA test. And then when I come around and ask for one, it's like, oh, I'm the bad guy. What you asking for a DNA test for? I feel like, hey, if you know for sure 100% that's my child, there shouldn't be no problem with a DNA test. Because see, mothers know that's their child because they come out they coochie. Men don't know. I had an incident. 5 years. I thought this baby, whole nother situation real quick, thought the baby was mine, find out the baby wasn't mine. DNA test proved the baby wasn't mine. I thought this baby was mine for 5 years, taking care of this baby, buying pampers, formula, food, whatever. Taking care of this baby for 5 years, baby wasn't mine. I thought this baby was mine. Another situation. Back to this situation. I ain't never asked for a DNA test. You feel me? Man, please go get a DNA test. I think it's the law now, but if it ain't, please go get a DNA test, go get parental rights. I should have went and got parental rights. I knew when I left this relationship with her, my kid's mother, that it was going to be hardball. It was going to be a hard time for me to see my kids. And it was just that. You know, this is a message to my kids. This is a story for my kids. They might not know what's going on. You know, we had some falling outs. They grown now. It's up to them to come holler at me. I done reached out. years, 20 years I've been reaching out, trying to still be a father, trying to still be involved in their life. I've been pushed away. No phone numbers, no address, no phone calls on Christmas, no phone calls on birthdays, no phone calls on holidays. None of that. Treat me like I ain't the father. So I ain't supposed to question, am I the father? Not one of my kids ever spent one night with me because she wanted to play keep away. You know, and I'm not blaming nobody. I'm telling the story. This is how it went. Anybody think I'm cat, put it in the comments and we can go all the way live and get to the bottom of the line, you know? Get to the bottom of the story, get to the truth. The facts prove the case. The facts prove any case. You feel me? So bam. Still trying to be in my kid's life. Even that she trying to keep me away, we just split up. I moved out the house, left her the house, left her the apartment, whatever it was. Moved out, left it for her and the kids. Now I'm homeless. Left them the house because I couldn't deal with the drama. Arguing, bickering, fighting, fussing. In front of my kids, I can't do that. I won't do that. I won't expose my kids to that toxic environment. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I left. Now I'm homeless. You know how long it took me to bounce back from that? It wasn't no work it out. People like, oh, why you ain't just work? It wasn't no work it out. Work what out? You done came home pregnant 3 times, had somebody else baby, now you got somebody else child, and you acting up for a reason. You must want to be with this nigga. Okay, that's why you acting up. You can be with a main man, you can have her. You feel me? I will go my separate ways. But why take my kids out of my life? Why play keep away with my kids? You feel me? Child support, of course. You know what I mean? Took me so long to bounce back from that. Homeless nigga, trying to work, pay child support, find a place to live and survive. Man, we need to form a group for people like me, brothers like me, men like me. It's a lot of us out there, man, get trapped by that nookie, cookie pancake, you know what I mean? Get trapped. Dummy. Yeah, call me a dummy. You feel me? But don't underestimate my moves, yo, you heard me. Body more, you know, get you some. Hey, just saying, man. It's a long story. I try to make it as short as possible. But trying to be a good father, trying to do the right thing, don't always end up right, you know what I mean? Sometimes it end up bad. Don't always end up good, trying to be good. You know what I mean? Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man. When I left, I was still trying to be in my kids' life, going to their school, still checking up on them, talking to the teachers. She found that I was going to the schools, talking to the teacher, checking up on them. She transferred. Like, come on, really? That's how I know it's like spiteful and like, why you mad at me because you got pregnant on me 3 times? Why you mad at me? I still want to know to this day. You can leave a question in the comments. You know what I mean? You can make a fake account, whatever. Leave the answer in the comments, please. Still to this day, all I want to know, this is why I'm making this video for real. I done tried to contact you, IG, trying to contact you, whatever. We can talk it out like adults. Evidently, you ain't grown up yet. Evidently, you know. Why you mad at me? Because you got pregnant 3 times by another dude and want to come back home for me to take care of him. I was supposed to stay? Answer that question. Viewers, please answer that question. Was I supposed to stay? They talking about, oh, you supposed to stay, thug it out. If you love somebody, you supposed to get beat in the head. You supposed to get cheated on. Your girl supposed to come home pregnant. If you love somebody, you supposed to go through all that drama if you love somebody. Nah, not me. If I love somebody, we shouldn't have to go through none of that. None of that. You could have kept it 100 with me, like, look, I want to be with somebody else. I don't want to be with you no more. Let's make some arrangements. We can split up. Who gonna get the house? Who gonna move? Whatever, whatever. We could have talked it out like adults. But nah, you straight played. You straight played and you mad at me still to this day. Now me and my kids got a messed up relationship. You done talked all this nonsense to my kids. Oh, he this, oh, he that. Oh yeah, you loved me at one point. You had to. You had 2 kids by me. You ain't loved me at all? That says something about you then. You feel me? If that's the case. But yeah, man. I just want to know why you mad at me. Like I said, they grown. I'm still paying the raise on child support. You know what I mean? Still paying the raise. Backed up on child support for what? When I was taking care of kids all their life. Them kids could call me for anything I got. I would buy them kids toys and clothes or whatever. You would throw them in the trash. You wouldn't even put it on them. I go back, ask my kids, yeah, where the toys daddy bought you? Oh, mommy threw it in the trash. Like, really? Who throws their kids' toys in the trash because their father bought it? Like, really? Like, come on, man. And I could go on, and I ain't trying to blame nobody for nothing. Like I said, I don't blame nobody but me, myself, and I, for the mistakes I made in life. But I want this story out there because I want my kids to know I love them to death. Anybody that know me know I love them kids to death. And she know I love the kids to death. That's why she used them to try to hurt me. You know what I mean? That's why she try to keep them away to try to hurt me. You know I love them kids more than I love you. Sorry to say. Now. Today. So yeah. I just want a better relationship with my kids. That's what I always wanted. My son used to call me up, Daddy, I want some J's for my birthday. I want some Jordans for my birthday. What I do? Come on, son, let's go get some. Had to do it secretly. Sneaky behind his mother back. Meet me at the mall. Meet me at Mondawmin, son. Meet me at Mondawmin. He met me at Mondawmin. I went to let him see the whole process. I went to the bank machine. Pulled out $500. Straight pulled out $500 out the bank machine. He saw all that. He right there witnessing all that. Took him to the mall. Went to Mondawmin. Pick out whatever J's you want. He picked out whatever J's he want. I bought him. He used to call me for video games. Daddy, I want Grand Theft Auto. I want Call of Duty. You got that. It's nothing. He used to call me, Daddy, pay my phone bill. Pay your phone bill. It's nothing. I'm doing all this while I want child support. I ain't had really too much time to spend with baby girl, because baby girl, that's baby girl, you feel me? You know what I mean? Go ahead, stay up under mommy, but at the same time, yeah, I want to spend time with you, but she can't come outside and run the streets like Sun can. Sun come outside, run the streets, pop out of daddy's house. Daddy, what's up? Yeah, real nigga shit. So you know what's up. Baby boy stayed locked in because he know daddy a real nigga. But it was still friction because when you go home, mommy talking, oh, fuck that. You feel me? But yeah, man. I just said all this to say that, man, I wish that me and my kids had a better relationship. I want a better relationship with me and my kids. Whenever I get a chance, I want to sit down and talk to them. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to put them out there. That's why I ain't say no names. I ain't name calling. If you know me, you already know the story. This ain't nothing new if you know me. You feel me? And if you don't know me, I ain't doing no name calling. Since, yeah, that's how much I love her. And I must still got love for her because I ain't name call. I could have put her name out there. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't doing none of that. That's messy. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't spilling no tea over here. We ain't got no tea to sip. This is real life. This is my life. I don't play about my life. I take this real serious. That's what I want them kids to know. I don't play about their life neither. Because in different circumstances, I wish I would have fought for custody. You know what I mean? I just felt like, why I gotta go and let some judge tell me, or let another man or woman tell me when I can see my kids, when I can't see my kids, when I can spend time with my kid. Like, I was young, 19, 20, 21 years old, stubborn, you know what I mean, rebellious. I wish I wouldn't have been. And of course I went down there and I tried and I got paperwork and paid for, you know, trying to get custody or visitation and all of that. But it's a long process. When you're trying to work a regular 9 to 5, you ain't got time to keep running downtown to the courthouse every day, taking time off work, running to the courthouse, trying to file paperwork. Paperwork costs money. I talked to the lawyer, I talked to the judge, I talked to the chancellor. The chancellor of child support told me out his mouth, son, sorry to tell you, but if you don't have no money, it's gonna be hard to fight for your kids. And that's crazy how they got us set up. But that's going into something else. I love my kids. I wish I'd have made some different decisions. I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. I ain't perfect, but I don't feel like I did nothing wrong because I was dead. My family know, her family know, anybody, my friends know. Like I said, anybody that know me know. My kids came first, changed my whole life around for my kids. You know what I'm saying? To be kept away from me because you made a mistake or did what you did, that wasn't a good deal. I had a lot to teach them kids. I had a lot to install in them kids. I had a lot for them kids to learn. Even still today, when we get a chance to lock in. But time is precious. I can't get none of that time back. None of that time back. I can't get none of that time back. That shit hurt. But yeah, we ain't gonna keep on going. That's the story of my life, you know? Man, watch who you sleep with. Watch who you love. Love will get you killed. Love will get you hurt. Love will crush you. You know? I just know if I had my kids in my life the whole time, and I was a part of their life the whole time, man, things would be so different right now. Things would be so different, man. They don't know their family. They don't know my family. They don't know their cousins, their aunts, their uncles, their siblings. Like, you know, I just don't want the kids to be salty at me because we both was young. Both of their parents was young, dumb, and full of cum, and we made some mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't blaming nobody, but don't blame me, is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I did everything I could do for them kids. Everything I felt that I could do for them kids. She know it. Her peoples know it. My peoples know it. Friends, family know it. Like, to the fact I elevated myself just being a parent for real. It came a time where I wasn't working. You feel me? So I started volunteering at my daughter Head Start. You feel me? What, Head Start? You start Head Start at what, 2, 3, 4 at the latest? You know what I mean? So I'm volunteering at my daughter Head Start. So the administrator of the Head Start, seeing how involved I was, offered me a job. Suit and tie, put me in the office, all that, my own office, you know what I'm saying? So I was a family service worker. You feel me? To sum it up, I got hired as a family service worker. You feel me? For the Head Start. So with that being said, I had to get my 90-hour child care certification. Yes, 90-hour child care certification, ages and stages, motor skills, all that. You feel me? So you talking about parenting. I'm hands-on, I'm tuned in and all that. Like, with my kids, all that. Like, I couldn't even tune in with her because she was distracted by something else. You feel me? So I felt as though I did everything I could do. Like I said, I got hired at the Head Start, so, you know what I mean? I'm hands-on with my daughter. I'm take my daughter to school. I'm in, you know what I mean, school. I'm at school with my daughter, you feel me? Until she transitioned to start going to pre-K or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, and that was a good look, because she see how I interact with other children, and you know what I mean? Then they get to see a male on the scene, You feel me? In the Head Start environment, in the school type environment, there ain't too many males. I was the only male on the scene, for real, for real. So just saying, I was hands-on with my kids when it was time to, you know what I mean, be a parent. You know what I mean? I was trying to co-parent, we could have co-parent, or whatever. You know what I mean? But whatever the case is, that's what it is. I just ain't want to leave nothing out. Hopefully I covered everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I used to go to their schools all the time, talk to their teachers, make sure they was doing good. You know what I mean? When elementary school started young, elementary school, take them to school, pick them up. My son can tell you stories. I pick them up from school. We get in high-speed chases. I'm picking them up from school. Like, stop playing. Like, no cap. Like, he can tell you. Like, just saying. Like, he was hands-on. He came through. He seen me with the guys. He was, you know what I mean? My dudes, they know who Son is. Like, yeah, he looked out for. They see him in the street. Oh, that's Son. Look out for him. You know what I'm saying? He used to ride with my man Mo. Long live my man Mo. My man Nitty know. You know what I mean? You see Son out there. Son, you good? Make sure Son good. Sometimes they see Son don't even know that they see him. But just know he good. Cause I'm good. You feel me? Hey, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, all I know is, I know I made some mistakes. I ain't perfect. You know what I mean? I ain't no angel, whatever you want to call it. I made some mistakes. But I ain't made the type of mistakes that should have kept me out my kids' life. I wasn't locked up. You know what I'm saying? Other niggas out here getting locked up. I wasn't locked up. I was working, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, trying to take care of my kids. You feel me? But once I left the house, left her and the kids with the house, well, should I say left her, the kids, and her new baby father, which they married now, they done got married and all that. They, two of them feather flocked together, huh? But yeah, they done got married and all that. But I left the house to her and the kids. And her new baby father moved in when I moved out. So yeah, I'm homeless now. I can't fight. I ain't got nowhere for the kids to stay. I ain't got nowhere to stay. So it's like the women, the females, they win in the end, but they lose the kids. In most situations, they lose the kids because once the kids find out, like, damn, man, you did all this to daddy. That's why daddy ain't around. Like, daddy would have been around all that time if you wouldn't have did this, if you wouldn't have did that. All you had to do is, you know what I mean? You really fucked that whole relationship up with daddy for real, our father for real, like. And that's how they lose. That's how they lose the kids. They might win in a situation. Yeah, I'm hurt. Yeah, I'm hurt. Wake up in tears. Yeah, I'm hurt. Talk to my homeboys, whatever, this right here, therapy. Through the music, therapy. Yeah, I'm hurt. You won. You win. Took my kids from me. Kept my kids out my life. Messed my relationship up with my kids. You feel me? And I ain't saying this 100%. I don't want nobody thinking I'm saying 100% her fault. Some blaming somebody 100%. It's 50-50. What they say, 50-50. It's half my fault because I ain't do what I was supposed to do. I ain't go downtown. I ain't get that house. I ain't do what I was supposed to do. That's what make it my fault. But if you want to be for real, it's like, at first I wasn't taking no blame. I wasn't taking no blame at first. I'm like, I ain't did nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's exactly what happened. I ain't do nothing. I'm thinking, oh, let time. I listen to the old heads. Oh, time to tell, baby, time to tell. Once they get old enough to know what's going on, yeah. Once they get old enough, time. It's too much time in the past. What you mean? So yeah, that's all. I didn't do what I supposed to did in that situation, and I hurt myself. I'm hurt by it. All right, we're gonna give it to God. We're gonna pray on that situation. and we're gonna keep moving. We just had to get it out there for the people, because I know it's a lot of stories going around over the years. It's been years. It's been years. And you still bitter. People still bitter. People still spiteful and hateful. Just answer that one question though. Leave it in the comments. Answer that one question. You don't want nobody to know who you is, so you ain't gonna leave it in the comments, but leave it in my DM. Leave it in my DM. Answer that one question for me, please. I told you I'll pay you whatever you want. I'm gonna put the screenshot, the DM up there. I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give you a stack, 2 stacks, what you want. To stop tripping. Get your act together. Close the case, all that, child support, all that. Like for what? When I've been supporting them children, man. Like, stop playing with me. I've been supporting them children. But at this point, they grown now. They grown now. If they want it, they can get it. I'm just saying, man. Stop all the nonsense. Let's be adults. Kids, if the kids y'all want to come holler at me, come holler at me. If you don't, you don't. At least get the story straight though. You ain't got to fuck with me at all. Just get the story straight. Just don't look at me no type of way because of some lies or because of what somebody done told you. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. You feel me? Get the truth. And you'll find out the truth real. That shit hit different. You feel me? Like they say the truth hurts. I was gonna say the truth hurts. But not all people, not a real motherfucker. Truth don't hurt me. Tell me the truth all day. And I know y'all heard that shit a lot. Tell me the truth all day. I ain't mad at you. You feel me? But yeah, man. It's about getting down to the nitty gritty, and it hit different when you at a nigga funeral whole time because you fuck with a nigga, but whole time you done already knew or you done found out, dang, that ain't even my father. So it's like they grandmother, my mother like, I ain't putting their name on no paperwork, no wills, no paperwork, no nothing, until she find out that they biologically hers. You feel me? And that made sense to me. At first I was like, huh? But at the minute I'm grown, it makes sense. How you don't want to leave nothing to nobody, somebody you don't even know. Somebody want to hire something that even ain't rightfully theirs. Like, how that sound? Where they do that at? Like, nah, you ain't inheriting nothing that ain't rightfully yours. If it's rightfully yours, you can have it all. You can have it all. But nah, we ain't going off no lies and despise and disguise. Nah. Keep that shit 100. Let's do what's supposed to been done from day one. And if it's that, it's that. If it ain't, it ain't. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. I hope it is. But if it ain't, if it's a negative, man, you are not the father. If it's one of them, man, I even tried to hit Jerry Springer. Speaking of that, I hit Jerry Springer like 3-4 times, like, man, I got a story for your ass. He probably like, man, that's just some bullshit. That shit ain't juicy enough. But hey, I tried every kind of way, man. But like I said, I ain't tried hard enough. It's my fault, because I ain't tried hard enough. And if you do got a problem with anything, holla at me. We can talk about it. Holla at me. Whatever you got a problem with, holla at me. We can talk about it. First and foremost, before I did anything else, I had to get this off. You feel me? You on the corner. We talk about everything on the corner. Who's the best MC? Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas? Niggas talk about child support on the corner. Yeah. Money moves. back doors, missions, capers. Niggas talk about anything on the corner. I'm from the corner. I'm spitting this through the wire. You know what I'm saying? Home of the wire. I lived on them streets, on them blocks. I've been on them blocks. Every single block I done been on. Ain't near block you can't name I ain't been on. In Baltimore City, in Harlem City, in Slaughtermore, Murderland, in Bodymore. Ain't near block I ain't been on. Long live all the men, free all them dames. Y'all know what's the fuck going on. Kokomo Joe 410. Yeah. We getting busy. We acting. Just know that. You know? That's how we coming, man.